Hi, I'm Alyssa. I like to read a lot of books. I just graduated with an English degree, so that's pretty cool. Um, but for my first video, I could not decide what I wanted to talk about because I'm indecisive and there's just so many different things. But I thought something that would be fun and different would be to go through all of my bookmarks because I have a weird thing about bookmarks. I refuse to dog ear books, and I seriously distrust anybody who does. Crazy behavior, absolutely wild. So, yeah, when I was a kid, I remember my school library, like every week, they had different bookmarks. So, I just built up a collection of probably 50 just paper bookmarks from my school library. I have once again built up a little collection. I've also started doing this thing where whenever I travel, especially like internationally, I like to get a bookmark from every country I go to. That started because I studied abroad. And I went to Dublin, which is great. Shout out Sally Rooney. My essay I wrote about Sally Rooney. So when I traveled in Europe, I would get a bookmark in every place I went to, and I think that's a fun, I don't know, a cute, easy, cheap souvenir. So let's get into it. I believe, most recently acquired bookmark is this one, and I just got it from Thailand. I went to Thailand with my family like 2 months ago. Like, not flimsy, it's quite a sturdy material. It's got kind of like a fabric covering. Then there's these little bells. One is a little elephant, and the other one is literally just a bell. I might cut that off because that's annoying. So, we'll see. I actually really like this one because the paper ones are nice, but like they just get torn up. This is a bird. I think my mom got me this for me years ago. I don't really remember where it was from. There used to be something on top of it, like a ribbon, but it tore off. That's cute. It's really thin. It's like a papyrus material almost. This is just a local bookstore, a room of one's own. If you're ever in Madison, Wisconsin, go to a room of one's own. It's a really great queer owned bookstore over on Atwood. I got my first ever Rachel Cusk from that bookstore, and I loved it. What did I get? I got Outline from there. I haven't finished the rest of the series, but I loved it. I love Rachel Cusk. This big one, hopefully I can show this. I don't know. The painting, the famous painting. I forget what it's called. Venus. And it's like a plastic. It's huge. It's a really big bookmark. Um, and I think I found this in a book that I bought. I think I bought a used book from a bookstore, and this was just in there, and I was like, sweet. So that's cool. Oh, this is from one of my favorite bookstores in Dublin, Books Upstairs, as it says, Dublin's oldest independent bookshop, established in 1978. Just a little paper guy. Books Upstairs is awesome. It's right by Trinity College, and they have a lot of really good stuff. Dublin has so many amazing bookstores. I'm trying to remember. There's one that's like the Winding Staircase, I'm pretty sure it's called, that's right on the River Liffey. So cool. I love a good Irish literature. As I said, I love my Sally Rooney. I love my Claire Keegan. I bought a copy of Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man while I was in Dublin, and I have not read it yet, but I will. I also am devastated because the Christmas before I went to Dublin, my dad got me a copy of Dubliners, and I lost it. Here's this one. I honestly don't remember getting it. Apparently, I got it in Door County. I don't remember buying this, but she's cute. I use this one a lot. It's a slightly thicker paper, kind of like glossy material. Okay, and then we have this one, Libraria. I got this one in London. I kind of forget where I got this. I want to say I got it in Brick Lane because that's where I was staying. Really cool little bookstore. If you're in London, I mean, there's so many bookstores, but a really cool independent place. They had a lot of unique titles. I have to say, I think this is like a thing. but European book covers are just so much better than American. I love their the Penguin Classic line over there. Like they have that light blue, baby blue. You'll People will know what I'm talking about. Love those. Their covers are just so much cooler. At this place, I got Ripe by Sarah Rose Etter, which came out pretty recently, I think in the last few years. I read it last summer. Pretty good. I like the cover. I really like pomegranates. This is from a local used bookstore that actually just closed down right here in Madison. It was kind of on our main street called State Street, and it just closed in February, which is devastating. It was such a beautiful little bookstore. They had a lot of really interesting things. It was so cozy, really sad that they left. Okay, this one, another one that's like kind of glossy. I don't even know how to describe this material. It says shoot for the moon, even if you miss it, you will land among the stars. It's cheesy. I don't remember. I think I got this at Barnes and Noble or something a few years ago. Another semi local bookstore. This one is in Stoughton, which is 30 minutes south of Madison. Really cute if you ever happen to be in Stoughton, which maybe is unlikely, but really cool mix of used and new. Super cute. This is from a used bookstore in Chicago, Myopic Books on Milwaukee. My best friend from high school and college lives in the neighborhood in Wicker Park. Like, this is 3-minute walk from her place, so we just went. And I grabbed this. This is not particularly cute. I got it. My parents live in Charlottesville. So many good bookstores in Charlottesville. Oh my god, so many good bookstores in Charlottesville. Used, new, whatever you need, they have everything. I got this one from like their little main street over there. I don't know what it's called. I think from there I got White Teeth, Zadie Smith. I have not read that yet. I was waiting for summer for that because it's just so big and a bit daunting. And I haven't actually read any Zadie Smith yet. I think I've read maybe some essays or short stories or something. I have not read any of her novels, so I'm very excited to get into that. I also have the most beautiful copy of On Beauty. Like, look at it. I got this one in that Stone bookstore. It's just so gorgeous. It's huge. It is absurdly large, but I saw it and I had to have it. So I'm coming for you, Zadie. Okay, we're almost there. I have only a handful left. This is another Charlottesville bookstore, New Dominion Bookshop. Oh, I guess their main street is called Main Street. There you go. This is, I believe, actually one of like the most popular bookstores, independent bookstores in the country. It was on my dad showed me some article. I believe I grabbed a copy of Orbital, which won the Booker Prize last year. I did not love Orbital. It's a beautiful book. Beautiful. Like, come on. And it's got that kind of like soft material. I don't really know what that's called. And it's just such a good looking book. And I really like the Booker Prize. I've found that my taste lies pretty consistently with the Booker compared to other awards. I've read a lot of Booker Prize winners, so yeah, I don't know that I'd recommend. It's okay. It was okay. Not my favorite. It took me like a month to get through it, which was a bit disheartening. Okay, up next, I have Unabridged Bookstore, another one from Chicago, up on Broadway. I want to say it was like Broadway and Fullerton, something like that in that area, kind of like Gold Coast. It's a bookstore. It's cute, independent, really large. I remember. I remember it being huge, actually. Another Dublin. This is called the Secret Bookstore. This was like a weird little place. You had to kind of walk through this long, like, entryway just off of the street, and it was just like right in the back there. It wasn't like a storefront. Um, all used, kind of messy vibes. You know, like they just have stuff kind of just thrown everywhere. I got this copy of Lolita. I kind of am scared to read it and I kind of don't want to read it, but I thought it was just such a unique cover and it was really cheap, so I got it. But I don't know if I'll ever actually read it. I'm also realizing as I go through these that I absolutely, definitely do not have one from every country I've been to. So I'm a liar. But that's cool. This one I got in Florence from the Academia Art Museum. That's where the Statue of David is. Yeah, it's cool. It's a painting. It's just paper, so it's a little flimsy. Lake City Books, another Madison bookstore. This opened about 2.5 years ago, I want to say. It's relatively new, right off the Capitol Square. Really good stuff. I actually was there yesterday and spent a dime. Okay, not really. I got two things, and one of them wasn't even a book. Audition by Katie Kitamura. And that's how I say it. Kitamura, hopefully. I read Intimacies this year. I got it at a used bookstore in Thailand. And I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Thought it was great. She has such a striking prose. So when I found out that she was publishing another book, like I think she published this within 2 weeks of me reading Intimacies. So I saw it yesterday at the bookstore and I just had to get it. So I'm very excited to get into it. I think I'm finishing up Middlesex right now by Jeffrey Eugenides. Eugenides. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to say his name. Okay, last one. Very exciting. This is from the Library of Congress. It's a nice, thick, glossy one. It has a quote that says, "Education is knowing what you want, knowing where to get it, and knowing what to do with it after you get it." I think my dad got this for me as a gift some years ago or something. I lied again. I'm such a liar. This is the bookmark I am currently using. I don't want to take it all the way out, but it's that same one as the green one, the local bookstore that just recently closed this year here in Madison. Also fun, book sleeve reveal. I got this off Etsy, and I actually really like it because I'm a big tote bag bitch, naturally. So my books were just getting really damaged, so I got a book sleeve. Honestly, though, I was a little irritated because I paid extra to get this button added, and it only works if I have a book like this big in it. For anything thinner, it's completely useless. So that's kind of annoying. I also just keep my Kindle in there all the time now because my Kindle case was all starting to get a little dinged up, so I just leave it in there. Kindle reveal. Isn't it so cute? I love my Kindle. I think I'm eventually going to make a whole video just about my Kindle because I used to be a hater and then I was converted. So, and it's green. Look at it. It's like a mossy green. Oh my god, I'm realizing I am somebody who is accidentally so coordinated. I have such a like distinct vibe that I just stick to religiously. Okay, I guess they're not the exact same color, but like this is the exact same color palette. No. But yes, that is all my bookmarks. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking this far and listening to me yap about all my silly little bookmarks. This kind of makes me feel like I should get rid of some, honestly, because so many of them are paper flimsy, but I just like to have them. That's going to be a problem for when I move out, I think. I will declutter. But for now, I'm stacked. Cute and functional bookmarks, people. Don't forget it. Pivotal experience. Also, a fun, usually free way to kind of like have a fun little bookish collection because pretty much every bookstore you go to will have a free bookmark. So it's fun. It's fun to look back on all the places. Like there are places here that I completely forgotten about had it not been for these bookmarks. So highly recommend starting your own collection. Okay, bye bye.